This rose is not so Subarashii. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle video. No face cam today. Just reporting on news. It's pretty late, and I got some bedhead. But this came out a while back. I'm sure a lot of people have covered it, but I'm gonna give my opinion on it. So first of all, a lot of people are saying Rose is very underwhelming, and I am inclined to disagree, but also agree at the same time. Not having prepared for battle was kind of a kick. But his passive is really good in the terms of, like, there's only really one weak part of it, which is the key +2 when delivering final blows. This should be a mechanic that they need to stay away from because I don't like it. But I see what they did this so that he can kind of have some form of self-sufficiency, but it's not as good as the next card we're going to go into. Then attack and defense 66%, and they gain an additional attack 6% per key meter, max of 120. So you need 240 or the 24 key to get this number right here. And he recovers 6 HP at the end of the turn when receiving attack. His active skill is his rage mode. He enters it on the 6th turn at the HP 66 or below. Most likely you'll get this on a legendary Goku event. Depending on how well optimized your team is, you probably might not even see this. It's very dependent. And then links: Super Saiyan, Fear and Faith, Kamehameha, Dismal Future, Big Bad Bosses, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Not terrible set of links. This is where this card shines: his category selection. And his stats overall. He's very offensive unit. He's average in defense. I wouldn't say it's super respectable. It's respectable enough where he'd tank enough damage so that you'd live, but I wouldn't say it's outstanding. And then but yeah, going back to the categories: Future Saga, Realm of Gods, Batora, Time Travel, Kamehameha. If I was to say his weakest category is something, it's this right here. He really has no room on it. Cell takes up a better slot because Cell helps invoke Gohan Super Saiyan 2 transformation, and Cell also has a potential full heal after 30% of his HP is gone. I mean 30%, he's reduced to 30% HP. So, and then he gets a full heal transformation and gets his new passive that lets him become a beast, and he gets the access to the active ability. His strongest team is definitely probably Realm of Gods or Future Saga, but other than that, he's good. He'll do tons of damage. He'll tank okay. He's not like the most outstanding tank. It'll be somewhat respectable. It'll be decent, but I wouldn't say it's an underwhelming amount of defense. 11k is pretty low, but having the 66% is not terrible. And also this is like additive to his tanking. Like, he takes damage, he heals. So I would say this kind of like mitigates some of the lack of defense he has. And Big Bad Bosses also helps with his defense. So once he's within this range right here, he'll start tanking like a mad lad. Decently enough. Not like overwhelming amounts, but enough to get the job done. I still think Sierra Jose is still better for Super Battle Road, mainly because he buffs everyone, including himself, right? And he has defense comparable to this unit, but he also reduces attack and defense in the SBRs or anywhere else you can, in fact, lower attack and defense. And it's static. So he shows up, lowers attack and defense. So this this gives you more defense for all your units. This gives you more offense for all your units. Oh, I have those up so I can do some comparisons. But I'll rank them after I'm done. But he's a pretty good unit. He's still really strong. Is he worth something for? No, because of the type of banner he's on. if he was a Dokkan Fest LR on the same banner as Broly, I would say yes, he's worth, but he's not. He's on one of those really convoluted, saturated, diluted banners that Akatsuki keeps putting out. Next, definitely the prize of the banner, LR Broly. He does everything. He's very reminiscent of Gohan in the sense that he has a nuke passive. He's got additional nuking passive. E+2 every go obtained if 2 or more Fizz Orbs are taken. Right? And then he also supports his allies. This is the difference between him and Gohan. He supports Gohan, you know, he tanks, and then he transforms, does tons of damage. And he can guarantee dodge if 7 or more are taken. He's got very, very respectable defense. The only thing weak about this card is his movie boss, like the category itself. He's got really good links in these 3 right here. This is a pretty good link, kind of underrated. This is a good link for Legends. If they change it to a percentage, Kick W, it's not a good link. They should rework this link. Some of these links definitely need reworks. But yeah, this card's really good. Pretty ridiculous in being able to get 20% attack and defense for every orb obtained. Majin Vegeta vibes, really. Except Majin Vegeta starts with 20% each, and he gains 5 for each if there's a Goku's family. But this is just ridiculous in its own right. Gives some offense and defense, and then this gives your team some much needed attack or defense. And then plus, if you have Turles in the rotation with him, because this is his best team, obviously, you can go the defensive route with him, right, to buff everyone's defense, and have Turles cover the damage. So there's a lot. This unit is very flexible compared to Rose. There's a lot more you can do with him. He's Extreme Fizz, he's a good typing. He has additional over dodge. He has good stats because once he gets rainbowed, it's very comparable to Rose. I can't remember how much defense he's going to get, but I think he gets more than Rose. I think he gets about 5,000. I can't remember. But very, very good unit compared to Rose. So yeah. It makes me sad. The biggest weakness right here. But he's definitely, if you're going to summon for, he's like, you shouldn't be disappointed on either, but in my personal opinion, this is the better card to pull for rather than him, especially if you don't have movie heroes. I mean, movie bosses. You're a new whale like myself, but I did pull the Super Saiyan Broly from the movie. I probably would like this card too because they'd be good partners together because they share these links. Yeah, Rose seems like the weak option, although I have access to both these teams, which everyone should have if you guys pulled like a Mad Lad. All the whales have, obviously, these teams built, and they can showcase them very easily. And then these two. Nothing these two have. Take away from these two. Because these two are almost the most perfect units in Dokkan. And before you say, but they lack in defense, you could say that. And they have very average defenses like Rose, but they also have stacks of defense added to their passives. They get defense on their Mega Colossal, and they get defense on this one. 20%, I think. Oh no, 30% and 30%. So no, everything here, this passive right here, like this is multiplicative. This is for every single attack you. So it's more than just 154%. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. There you go. It's right here. The information is here. Always go to Wiki if you need the information for the calculations. There you go. Total boost. 213 versus 154. Will you ever get this? No. Because this card is absolutely insane and he'll run through events faster than you can ever get this. Even on Super Battle Road, even on the legendary Goku event, even on freaking Infinite Dragon Ball history. And this card isn't any slouch either. easily the second best card in the game. Like, it's between these two. Kale and Caulifla, like, they're good, but they're not as good as these two. These two have too much going for them. And they outdo Kale and Caulifla, even if Kale and Caulifla have, if there's no dupes. Because they have the best typing, tech, and STR, meaning they have access to crit off the rip, and he has one of the best passive abilities, all effective attacks, all effective against types. So, like, these guys are just amazing, and they have some of the best categories in the game. Realm of Gods, Patora for this one, Future Saga, Transformation Boost, Time Travelers, Kamehameha, Last Resort. No, excuse me. Fusion, Realm of Gods, Transformation Boost, Movie Heroes, Kamehameha, Last Resort. All of these are ridiculous. He's very limited, and Rose is not limited in category, but he's limited in what he can do, because while he has, he's a very good all-rounder, sometimes being more like vastly specified to one job, or like being all-rounder just really too good, like, because he's an all-rounder that's kind of weak in terms of like no additional defense. I kind of wish like it was attack plus 6% and defense plus 3%, because even then you could have gotten like, how much would that have been? But whatever, you know what I mean. Like, I think it would have been 60%, but even then that would be really good for him, like just giving him that good balance. But I wouldn't say this card's ridiculously underwhelming. There are some units he's worse than, but there are some units that he's definitely better than. But yeah, ranking them, I have them in the order already. I think I ranked them in number 1 for the celebration alone. This is not like an LR tier list yet, but he's definitely number 1, number 2. He's number 3 for the 5th year, and he's number 4. He is probably what you want to go for in the banner if you in fact do plan to like throw like 300 stones, 3 million, however many. We all know the truth is gonna rainbow him. We all know he's gonna rainbow him too, and then he's gonna try to prove everyone wrong that this is better than this card. But no, this card is significantly better. He attack, he protect, and more than that, he also have the big set poop. Anyway, yeah, he's just really good. Anyway, that's it for this kind of like explanation breakdown on how these units probably will work, how good they were. We'll have to wait and see till the units actually drop. I'm kind of disappointed in Rose, but it's okay. I'm gonna summon on the banner anyway. If I pull him, I won't be too sad, because this unit will still be really, really good, right? I wouldn't say it's an exact ridiculous jump in power creep, because both Rose, the STR one and this one, they have 2 different complete roles. Power creep would be more like he has the extreme key plus 3 debuff on 40% of attack. He gives everyone else 60% defense. He has a static boost of 66 himself and a defense 66. Like, it'd be kind of ridiculous. But yeah, anyway. The next videos will be probably like team building guides for these two. I feel it's kind of obvious at this point, but I'll go ahead and do so. Crunch some numbers and things like that, so that you guys can have some information on how you'd build a team for those who are just getting started. And then a showcase with one of the best categories currently on this game. This one right here, the fact that these boys are on it. These two make this category insane. But I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. You know, it's like right here. It's staring you. It's been staring you in the face the entire video. But anyway, please do leave me feedback if you can. Comment. Feel free to comment. Above all else, remember to keep it